Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time to look at Eureka's announcements for May 2025. Three titles here, which I've not really delved into as yet. I am really looking forward to. Let's do it together. So first up, we have The Bells of Death, which sounds, interesting. So directed by Yu Fieng. A standout wuxia film heavily influenced by both the long-standing Japanese samurai tradition and the emerging spaghetti western. Wu Fei is a simple woodcutter, that is, at least, until he gives directions to a group of bandits he encounters on a lonely road, sending them in the direction of his family home. He returns to find that the criminals have murdered his parents and younger brother, while his sister has been kidnapped, claimed by Chief Bandit Tao Qinglong as his new bride. Desperate for vengeance, Wu Fei finds a way forward when he encounters a master swordsman who takes Woodcutter under his wing and prepares him to take his bloody revenge. A markedly dark and gruesome wuxia film featuring a cadre of truly despicable villains. The Bells of Death boasts breathtaking cinematography by Pao Huish Lee, who would go on to direct several wuxia films of his own, and features Hong Kong superstars Wu Ma and Sammo Hung. So it's limited to 2,000 copies. We get an O-card slipcase with some really kind of terrific artwork there. English subtitles newly revised for this release. We've got the Mandarin mono audio, we've got the English dub, we've got a commentary by Frank Jeng, and we have a second commentary by Mike Leader and Arn Venema, For Whom the Bell Tolls, an interview with Wayne Wong, editor of Martial Arts Studies, and a limited edition booklet. Released on the 19th of May, 1799. It sounds similar to some other martial arts movies, but also sounds rather fun. I will definitely be interested in this one. Next up, we have a box set, Strange New Worlds, Science Fiction at DEFA. This is part of the Masters of Cinema range, and it's numbers 310 to 313. Following the division of Germany in the aftermath of World War II, DEFA was established as the state-owned film studio of East Germany, or the German Democratic Republic. Active from 1946 until its dissolution in 1992, the studio made hundreds of feature films in a diverse range of genres, from hard-hitting dramas to crime thrillers, fairy tale adaptations, and westerns. During the 1960s and 70s, it also produced a series of colourful and wildly imaginative science fiction films, in which courageous cosmonauts attempt to unravel the secrets of the universe. The Silent Star, Signals, A Space Adventure, Eolomia, and In the Dust of the Stars. Based on Stanislaw Lem's The Astronauts, the Silent Star begins as an extraterrestrial object, is unearthed in the Gobi Desert. When it is found to have originated on Venus, the crew of the spacecraft Cosmorascor is dispatched to the yellow planet to solve its mysteries. In Signals, A Space Adventure, the Laika and its crew are sent to find the lost research vessel, the Icarus. But as they draw nearer to the missing craft, they begin to intercept a series of strange radio transmissions. Then, in Eolomia, sees 8 ships dispatched from the space station Margot disappear without a trace. It's down to science officer Maria Scholl to find out what happened to them. And finally, In the Dust of the Stars, follow the crew of the Serrano as they land on planet Tem-4 to investigate a distress signal and find themselves under the psychedelic influence of its bizarre inhabitants. Pitched somewhere between Forbidden Planet, Star Trek, Solaris, and 2001, DEFA's science fiction films are marvels of production design and practical effects work, as well as poignant commentaries on the central issues of the atomic age. Let's have a look at these extensive extras we've got here. We have a special box set, limited edition hard case. We have a 60-page booklet. All 4 presentations are from 1080p HD from restorations by DEFA. Reversible inner sleeve artwork for each film. signals a space adventure presented from a new 6K scan of the original 70mm camera negative. Eureka presented from a 4K scan of the original 70mm camera negative. The Silent Star and Dust of the Stars presented in 2K scans of the original 35mm camera negatives. The Robot, an animated short. Jana and the Little Star, another animated short. Love, 2002, documentary short on the future of love in East Germany, produced by Defa Studios. English subtitles on all features and shorts, newly revised for this release. We have new commentaries in all 4 features. Blast Off, new interview with science fiction scholar. Red Skies, new interview with Soviet cinema expert. Exploring the Cosmos, new video essay by science fiction expert. British filmmaker visits DEFA, archival newsreel documenting a visit to the set of Silent Star. A Rocket in the Soviet Zone, archival newsreel covering the making of the Silent Star. Cosmonaut Dreams, archival featurette, dusting off after 30 years, an archival interview with the director of photography on Dust in the Stars, and trailers. Great. I'm all in. Sounds wonderful. Fantastic. And next up we have Terror in the Fog. In the 1960s, a cycle of crime films, or crimies, became hugely popular with the West German audiences. Adapted from works by the British crime writer Edgar Wallace and his son Brian Edgar Wallace, they combine the traditional murder mystery with horror, as they depict enigmatic killers stalking their victims through foggy English landscapes, from the streets of London to isolated rural mansions. Following the early success of Psycho after the release of The Face in the Fog and The Crimson Circle, veteran producer Arthur Browner launched his own series of Wallace crimies with his company CCC Film. Presented here are 5 key films drawn from the crimey cycle. In The Curse of the Yellow Snake, a mysterious cult wishes to lay its hands on an ancient artefact that has been brought to London from Hong Kong. The Strangler of Blackmoor Castle sees a masked murderer stalk the grounds of a vast British estate, one who brands his victims' foreheads with the letter M. London is faced with dual threats in the Mad Executioners as a gang of hooded vigilantes roams the streets while a sadistic serial killer is on the loose. Jack the Ripper lives on in the Monster of London City as a series of brutal murders brings panic to the British capital. And finally, the Racetrack Murders, or the 7th victim. People are dropping like flies in and around a stately home, and the murders might just have something to do with the owner's prized racehorse. With its masked killers, labyrinthine plots and gothic atmosphere, the Wallace crimey blended crime thriller and horror elements into a potent mix that had significant influence on both the Italian giallo and American slasher films. So let's see. It is a Masters of Cinema release, 314 to 318. It's out the 26th of May for $44.99. It's a limited edition box set of 2,000 copies, 60-page booklets, all 5 films presented in 1080p from 2K restorations. The Phantom of Soho is a bonus feature presented in standard definition. Great. Optional English subtitles, newly revised for this release. Optional English dubs for The Strangler of Blackmoor Castle, The Mad Executioners, The Monster of London City, and The Phantom of Soho. New introductions to each film by genre film expert and video watchdog founder Tim Lucas. New commentaries on The Curse of the Yellow Snake and The Phantom of Soho by Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw. New commentaries on The Strangler of Blackmoor Castle, The Mad Executioners, and The Racetrack Murders by Kevin Lyons and Jonathan Rigby. New audio commentary on The Monster of London City by Kim Newman and Stephen Jones. Brian Edgar Wallace, An Error. New interview with Alice Browner, producer and managing director of CCC Film. Passing the Blade, new video essay by Alexandra Helen Nicholas exploring the influence of Wallace crimey on the Italian giallo and American slasher film. Wow. Big announcements. Lots of Masters of Cinema titles, which are absolutely terrific. Can't wait to get to them. I'm interested in the Bells of Death. Strange New Worlds sounds interesting. I do like certain science fiction, especially of that era, and the idea of the production values and some of the restoration sounds terrific. Terror in the Fog is entirely my kind of thing and something that I cannot wait. I love giallo, I love slashers, I loved seeing these movies that influenced those genres that I love. Cannot wait to get my hands on these sets. I think it is a banner month for Eureka. 2 outstanding box sets. Is it May yet? I wish we were there. I want to check these out. I want to know also what you think of these announcements. Are these something that's more exciting? You've got a bunch of films here in the Masters of Cinema series, 2 box sets, which are kind of new for the MOC as well, which is something a little bit different. What do you think of this? Does this make you excited? Let me know in the comment box below whether you want to pick these up, what you're getting, or is this a pass for you? I just want to know your opinion on these announcements. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.